it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of the second reproduction, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. It was pitch black, and my body was being thrown around by the bumpy ride. With so little room, I'd been forced to hug my knees and curl up in a ball. My arms and legs were going stiff, so I tried moving around a little. But before I could, the warm presence beside me squirmed.
こら、動くな。バレるだろ。
はあ、すいません。ですが、その。
I heard Lizette's words just above my head. I couldn't see him, but his tone of voice gave away his annoyance.
なんだ。
いえ。
We'd been repeating the same conversation for a while now, and it always ended with Lizette's vague reply of nothing. It was starting to really annoy me, but before I could voice my objections, Lisette suddenly spoke up.
この樽、狭いですね。
樽に人2人が入れば狭いのは当然だろう。
ええ、まあそうなんですが。
Basically, we were hiding inside a large barrel. But despite its size, squeezing the two of us inside proved to be quite a challenge. I felt like a lump of meat stuffed inside a sausage.
なんだ、私が太っているとでも言いたいのか？言っておくが、狭いのは私のせいではないぞ。
いえ、ですから、そういうことではなくてですね。
It had been half a month since we left Almanan, and we'd restricted ourselves to unpopulated paths in order to conserve our strength. At last, we were finally approaching the capital of Deathryde. Sneaking in wasn't hard at first, but getting this far without so much as a scratch was nothing short of a miracle. The closer we got to Deathryde, the tougher things got. Earlier, we were going to use a secret passageway we'd discovered beforehand, but when we went to use it, it had been sealed up. Just when we thought we'd reached a dead end, I noticed this huge barrel. Deathryde was supposed to have cut all ties with its allies long ago, but it seems the kingdom of Girard was still trading with them. Maybe they influenced Deathryde's actions against Crofts. The merchants delivering our barrel were from Girard. When I first saw their kingdom's coats of arms, I couldn't believe my eyes. I asked them a few questions. Apparently, Girard's merchants had been going to and from Deathryde since forever. The man I bribed earlier confirmed it too. The two kingdoms trade every year, it seemed. I was displeased that the people of Girard had been helping the demons, but now I was thankful. Without them, we would have been stuck.
姫様、そこはまずいです。
Oh. Not knowing what he meant, I tried moving around again.
使わないでください。
うるさいぞ、レセト。静かにしていないと見つかるではないか。
すいません。
どうした？息が苦しいのか？
俺多分、この樽を出たら白髪になってると思います。
はあ？
悪銀の導き手舞より、すべての罪を許したも、人は皆聖なる光の中で平等であり。
なぜ突然聖書なのだ？
話しかけないでください。今すべての邪念を追い払ってるんです。
Ooh, fun.
はあ。
The horse cart finally arrived at the castle's front gates. The place was completely silent. I held my breath and listened closely, ready to react. I thought the demons would be loud and lively at night, but all I could hear was the whispered exchange between the merchants and the guards. The eerie silence made me all the more cautious. The merchants aren't going to give us away, are they? I could hear my heartbeat thumping in my ears. Various bad scenarios flashed through my head, and I gulped nervously. I felt Lizette's body stiffen up, ready for battle.
Good work. You can go through now. Thank you very much.
Luckily, the guard must have known the merchants. He let them through without checking properly. The first obstacle had been cleared. I sighed and relaxed my tense muscles. We soon heard the sounds of the merchants unloading the barrels.
いよいよですね。
あ、
While whispering to one another, we prepared ourselves. There was a hint of joy in Lisette's voice. He must have been glad that we got this far without a hitch. Of course, I, the strategist, couldn't help but feel happy about it too. And yet for some reason, things were going so well, I felt anxious. Okay, so this goes into the bedroom and this goes...
静かにしろ。今からする質問に答えれば殺しはしない。
The demon woman hadn't seen us hiding around the corridor. I took my chance and grabbed her, quickly covering her mouth. I pushed her against the wall. She glared at me with eyes full of hatred, but once I pressed my blade against her pale neck, she froze. She nodded over and over, terrified by my cold, merciless voice.
よし。では魔王ガルディスは今どこにいる？
He's at the top of the stairs, in the room at the end of the corridor. She'd given us exactly what we needed. I glanced over at Lisette, and he came forth, rope and cloth in hand. The woman was soon bound and gagged and left in the shadows in an inconspicuous pillar. Now, there were no witnesses.
よろしいのですか？
何がだ？
あの魔人は生かしておいてもよろしいのですか？
たとえ魔人であろうとも、一度交わした約束を破れば騎士の名が廃る。それに私が殺さずともいずれ攻め入る同盟軍に討伐されるだろう。おかしなことを言ったか？
いえ、姫様らしいなと思いまして。俺、姫様のそういうところを尊敬しています。
バカ者！このような時に何を言っている？さあ。
はい。
We followed the woman's directions and soon found ourselves before a large, luxurious door. It had to be the entrance to the demon lord's throne room, but the lack of guards along the way made me hesitate. Things had gone way too smoothly, and the calmness of the corridor left me uneasy. I was almost disappointed with how easy things had been. But the fact remained that I was deep inside enemy territory. Maybe he's overconfident. I held my breath and pressed an ear against the door, intending on eavesdropping. But at that moment... Oh, Lord Gardus, you're so bold! Gardus! The moment I heard her voice, I suddenly felt extremely nervous. Gardus was in that room, no doubt about it. The root of all evil that plunged this world into terror and despair was right behind that door. I immediately exchanged glances with Lisette, and we waited for our chance. Oh, Lame, please protect us. I gripped the hilt of my sword, praying within my heart. I noticed Lisette watching me from the corner of my eye, but I couldn't turn around. My resolve would leave me the moment I did. I was going up against a demon lord. I was sure to gain substantial injuries at the very least, let alone come out unharmed. Honestly, I wanted to throw away the temptation of retreat and embrace the upcoming battle alongside Lisette. But I couldn't look at him. Knowing that I was about to drag us both into hell, I'd cry out of guilt if I turned around. I could only look straight ahead. Ah, Lord Gardus! The room's atmosphere suddenly changed. Now was my chance. And I'm going to end this episode here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this one, then click the eye at the top and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.